In this video, we're going to cover uploading an invoice from the fmAccounting linked FileMaker database to Xero. Before we go, we assume that you've already managed to successfully authenticate with Xero through the private keys and the private application, and that you've already downloaded your chart of accounts and your tax rates. And if you're going to be using existing items from Xero, your products list as well. So let's jump over to contacts, and we'll create a new contact and fill in the basic required contact details for a new contact in Xero. Okay, so that's enough to create a new contact in Xero. Now we can jump over to invoices and click the new invoice button for this contact. Okay, it's auto-entered the invoice date and the invoice due date, which are required. You can set the tax exclusive or tax inclusive status of the line items as well. So let's go and add a new line item, and we'll choose one from our list of existing products. Let's choose the golf balls white 3-pack, and you'll notice that's auto-entered the description, the unit price, the chart of account, and the tax type, which you can override on an individual basis at the line item level. So let's change the quantity of that to 5, and we'll add one more item, and we'll choose the 6-pack of golf balls as well. And we'll have 10 of those. So now we've got our invoice with our 2 line items with the appropriate chart of account and tax types. We've got our subtotals here, and we're ready to upload. So let's go over to the push to Xero this invoice button, and that's going to authenticate with Xero first if it hasn't already authenticated for the organisation, and it's going to upload that to Xero, and that's been successful. We can test and see how this looks in Xero by clicking the Open Invoice in Xero button, and that'll take us straight to Xero, and you'll have to log in if you haven't logged in, but it opens up that invoice straight in Xero. And if you look at these side by side, you can see that they have the identical line items and total amounts. If you're going to be uploading payments against an invoice, you can also click the Add Payment button and choose the chart of account to upload the payment to. If it was a check, you could put in the reference number there, and we'll put in the amount. So let's say a part payment of $150, and let's click the upload button. And that's going to upload and allocate that payment against that particular invoice. You'll see it's come back with a Xero payment ID. You'll notice the invoice also has a Xero invoice ID, and the contact has its Xero contact ID. These are the Xero IDs that are unique from within Xero, and that's how we can uniquely identify this invoice, contact, and payment if we need to make any changes to each of those. So let's go back to Xero, and we'll simply refresh that screen, and now you'll see that a payment of $150 has been applied to that invoice with our reference number and dates there. So that's how easy it is to upload an invoice from FileMaker to Xero.